Israel-Iran conflict continues to dominate global headlines, but it wasn't always this way. These two nations were once allies. What happened to their long-term relationship? Let's explore this dramatic shift. Stay tuned. Let's rewind to 1948, when Israel was established. Iran, under the Pahlavi dynasty, became the second Muslim-majority country after Turkey to recognize Israel as a sovereign state. Despite voting against the UN partition plan for Palestine in 1947 and Israel's UN admission in 1949, Iran forged a pragmatic alliance with Israel by 1950. Both nations shared common enemies, Arab states like Egypt and Iraq. Also mutual interests, including countering Soviet influence in the Middle East. Israel sourced 40% of its oil from Iran, while Iran benefited from Israeli military training, technology, and agricultural expertise. This partnership deepened through the 1950s and 1960s, driven by Israel's periphery doctrine, a strategy to ally with non-Arab states to counter Arab hostility. Daily El Al flights connected Tel Aviv to Tehran, and an Israeli school operated in Iran for expatriates. The Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, saw Israel as a counterweight to Arab rivals, despite his public criticism after the 1967 Six-Day War. Covert ties persisted even during the 1980s Iran-Iraq War. Israel supplied arms to Iran to weaken Iraq, a mutual threat, as seen in Israel's 1981 bombing of Iraq's Osirak nuclear reactor, which Iran had also targeted. This pragmatic cooperation showed how shared interests often trumped public stances. Everything changed with Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution. The Shah was overthrown, and Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini established a theocratic regime that rejected Israel's legitimacy, calling it the Little Satan to the US's Great Satan. Iran cut all ties, transforming the Israeli embassy in Tehran into a Palestinian one and banning travel between the two nations. Khomeini's ideology framed Israel as an occupier of Palestinian land, aligning Iran with the Palestinian cause to gain favor in the Arab world. According to reports, Iran began supporting anti-Israel groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, formed after Israel's 1982 invasion, and later Hamas in Gaza, shifting the relationship from alliance to enmity. The 1990s marked a turning point as the collapse of the Soviet Union and Iraq's defeat in the 1991 Gulf War reduced shared threats, allowing ideological differences to dominate. Iran's nuclear ambitions became a flashpoint. Israel feared a nuclear-armed Iran, especially after Iran's uranium enrichment escalated following the U.S. withdrawal from the 2015 nuclear deal in 2018. Israel conducted covert operations, including assassinations of Iranian scientists and cyber attacks like Stuxnet in the 2000s, to hinder Iran's progress. Iran, meanwhile, expanded its axis of resistance, using proxies to target Israel, as seen in Hezbollah's rocket attacks and Hamas's October 2023 assault. This shadow war turned direct in 2024, with mutual missile strikes escalating tensions. By 2025, the relationship hit a new low. Israel's June 13th strikes killed 224 in Iran, including IRGC commander Hossein Salami, while Iran's retaliation killed 24 in Israel. Iran's nuclear setbacks and Israel's air superiority highlight the stakes, but both sides face criticism. Iran for civilian deaths, Israel for violating sovereignty. The alliance of the past is a distant memory, replaced by a cycle of hostility driven by ideology, nuclear fears, and regional power struggles. Can this rift ever heal? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates. Stay informed.